simulan ko na doon sa magkakaibang opinion kasi ng mga senador tungkol dito sa pagpapatuloy ng from 19th Congress kung pwede nga ba siyang diretso sa 20th Congress. Ano po yung pananaw ninyo dito? Magkakaiba kasi yung mga opinion ng mga mambabatas tungkol dito eh.
Okay. I can only speak for myself, right? Kasi hindi pa kasi ako talaga officially member ng prosecution panel. Although I was invited already at umuo na nga po ako. But since hindi pa naman kami officially assumed, kami ni Congressman Chel Jokno, hindi pa naman kami nag-officially assume as members of the House of Representatives, hindi pa talaga kami part of the prosecution panel. So I can only talk for myself. My opinion has always been na yes, it can still cross over the next Congress. Kasi nga, wala naman talagang prohibition sa Constitution. And iba ito, hindi ito yung ordinaryo lang na function ng legislature, which is lawmaking and related functions, especially itong impeachment proceedings. It's one of a kind. It's sui generis. Saka kung titingnan natin, may mga naging president sa US na pwede pa, nagko-crossover pa. And alalahanin natin na basically yung ating system of laws, including sa ating constitution, marami dyan ay hango rin sa sistema sa US. So we take the position na kung talagang gugustuhin lang ng Senado na dapat umpisahan na talaga nila yan kasi nadidelay na nga. Hindi kaagad nila inaksyonan yung pag-transmit ng articles of impeachment. Kung gugustuhin lang nila, wala na dapat balakid. Let the interested party question that later. But in so far the Senate is concerned, malinaw dapat sa kanila na hindi optional na mag-conduct ng impeachment trial. At ito ay pwede pa until the next Congress. Dahil nga kung ihambing natin yan, let's say sa ordinaryong kaso, sa mga korte natin, di ba, sa mga criminal cases, nangyayari naman yan. Na yung huwes na nag-handle nung una, nung kaso, meron pa nga yung huwes na yun ang nag-receive ng evidence, pero before nagkaroon ng verdict, ng judgment, ay nawawala yung huwes. Either nag-inhibit siya o nag-opt for retirement or nag-retire na. At bago na yung judge. Biniriraffle lang yan. Tapos yung judge, hindi kailangan ulitin yung naging proceedings dun sa korte, sa kaso na yan. Kasi he can always continue the case or decide the case based on the record of the case. Ganun din dito. Kasi alalahanin natin na yung kalahati ng Senado, yung dati pa, diba? And then ilan lang naman yung bago ngayong members ng Senado kasi may mga re-electionist nga dyan. Sila Bongo, sila Bato, De La Rosa, re-electionist sila. So ilan-ilan lang naman yung mga bago na papasok sa Senado. So I've always been positive that view na walang prohibition sa Constitution. Hindi dapat ina-apply yung mga rules na applicable sa lawmaking function ng Kongreso. Kundi ito ay iba. Iba ito na this is already it's more than a significant matter. It's an existential matter. It's so basic. It has to do with democracy. It has to do with the rule of law. Hindi pwede na nagdadalawang isip sila, hindi pwede na nagdidili-dali sila dahil na importante dito yung ipalabasin yung mga ebidensya, palabasin yung katotohanan.
Ma'am, yung sinasabi mo kanina na hindi siya optional, meaning that's part of their mandate, obligasyon nila.
That's part of their mandate na magkaroon ng impeachment trial. Hindi nila pwedeng sabihin at this point, hindi na muna kami mag-trial kasi ihintayin namin yung next Congress. Kasi hindi na pwede. Kasi hindi na pwedeng mag-cross over doon sa next Congress. Okay. So wala silang ganong option. They have to understand that.
Ma'am,
Yes.
yung isa pa po kasi sa lumalabas na opinion kanina, I think it was Senator Tolentino who mentioned na kahit sabihin mo kasi na may 12 na senador na maiiwan, hindi pa rin talaga yun yung majority. Hindi man lang umabot ng 13 to continue the Senate.
Again, ano yan, kung totoo yan, kung totoo yan, I'm not really sure kung that's really accurate, no? Assuming totoo nga yan, hindi pa rin yan enough reason to not to continue with the trial. Trial has happened. Dapat nga sa June 11, kasi nga, we were expecting today, pero reset na naman, June 11. Dapat nga sa June 11, kaagad-agad, mag-convene sila as an impeachment court. Mag-oath na kaagad sila. Yung hindi yung sasabihin, okay, tingnan natin ngayon, ay ipapabasa muna natin yung articles of impeachment and then saka na lang mag-o-oath o kaya sasabihin, ito, last day na to. Magsisinidi adjournment na tayo. So, somebody will probably just move to adjourn. And then wala na, no questions asked. Hindi naman sana, wag naman sana, ganun ang mangyari. Dapat ipakita nila na preparado na sila na sumunod sa saligang batas by officially convening itself already as an impeachment court. Let the issue about yung pwede pa ba yun? Let any interested party raise it or question the jurisdictional matter. Pero importante, maging firm sana ang Senado na hindi nila linalabag yung saligang batas. Of course, yung option na nila yan kung anong gagawin nila, no? Pero yung tungkol sa resignation, isa pang magiging issue dyan, yung legal issue is that, okay ba yon na just because of resignation, tapos na lahat? Remember, yung resignation that would only affect one part of the possible verdict. Kasi di ba, yung objective lang naman ng impeachment is that to remove and also to disqualify, to hold further public office. Diba? Kapag ma-convict, yun lang yun. Yung penalties na yun, both the removal and the perpetual disqualification from holding office. Note na sa Constitution, walang nakasabi doon na yung perpetual disqualification is just an accessory penalty. Pareho sila. Pareho yung removal saka yung disqualification from holding office, they carry equal weight. Kaya pag mag-resign, definitely more an academic na yung matter of removal, yung penalty na removal. Pero it does not render moot an academic yung isa pa na imposable penalty in case of conviction, which is the perpetual disqualification. Kasi kung ganyan na maaapektuhan, kakalimutan na lang ba uli? Kakalimutan na lang ba yung katotohanan? Kung dahil lang umiwas by resigning. I don't think that was the intent of the framers of the Constitution. Kaya nga dalawa yung imposable penalty, na principal penalty sila pareho kapag conviction. And again, removal from office, which will be rendered moot an academic kung sakali mag-resign. Pero does it also render moot an academic the disqualification aspect of the penalty? My position is no. But again, this is another open, legal, novel issue.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am, maliban po itong sa delay, no, dahil this is really a big deal, no, itong delay sa impeachment, big deal para sa taong bayan, kung bakit na de-delay ito. Maliban po sa sinabi niyo po kanina na, well, ayon sa batas, kailangan aksyonan agad, no? Maliban dyan, ano po ang epekto nito sa proseso ng impeachment talaga? Bakit big deal itong delay po?
Big deal yan kasi malinaw kasi yung nasa provision ng Constitution sa Article 11, Section 4, na once the articles of impeachment has been transmitted by the House to the Senate, trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. Malinaw na malinaw yan, no matter how you interpret the phrase shall forthwith. Ay malinaw na yan ay mandatory at malinaw din na yan ay kaagad-agad, immediately, without delay. There has been delays already. Na nung February pa dapat, ayan, nag-break muna. Ayaw nila na mag-convene, na mag-election break. And then, ngayon na naman, nag-umpisa nga dapat today, and then reset na naman. It's such a big deal dahil nga, you're disrespecting the Constitution, the rule of law, the principles enshrined in the Constitution, which are the principles of truth, justice, and accountability. Lalo na yung accountability. Meron lilitisin yung na-impeach ng official. So, kailangan ituloy ang paglitis sa kanya. At kapag mapatunayan na talagang mga nagawa yung mga kasalanan niya, yung impeachable offenses, dapat parusahan. At yung parusa nga ay alisin sa pwesto at i-disqualify siya from holding further office. So, yung parang binabastos nila yung democratic system natin. Binabastos nila yung rule of law and the supremacy of the Constitution. The Constitution is supreme over Congress, over any other laws or rules. So, hindi nila rin-respeto kung ganyan na hindi mo na maintindihan kung ano talaga ang gusto nila.
Sige po. Marami pong salamat sa inyo, incoming Representative Laila De Lima. Papanoorin na lang natin kung ano yung mangyayari pong development dito po sa impeachment.
Yes.
And congrats po muli.
Salamat po.
Thank you so much.